All right, well, welcome back to another episode of Between Sundays at the Lake. No, we're not at the lake today.
We're in the lake.
We're in the lake today.
We swimming. It's that hot. We're
It
swimming.
is hot. I just walked outside a few minutes ago, walked back in, and I would gladly jump in the lake, I think.
Yeah.
But, no, we're in the lake. This is 3 episodes in a row. We don't have well, I guess actually this isn't 3 episodes in a row. This is the first episode in the right order.
Yeah.
That we don't have a special guest.
Spoiler. There's 2 more after this where we don't have a guest.
But, so y'all are stuck with us once again. So we're going to talk today. I know it's going to be past by the time this drops, but Saturday was 4th of July, 250 years.
Mm-hmm. The semi-quincentennial.
The semi-quintennial.
Yep.
Yeah. But yes, no, I wasn't around for the bicentennial. So I was a little bit after the bicentennial. So, but we're gonna talk about that a little bit and what and there's a lot of argument going around that America was not a Christian founded nation, but we're gonna talk about that a little bit and we could be wrong, but I doubt it. So
yeah.
But
I'll say the proof shows otherwise.
Yeah. So. All right, well, we'll get into that here in just a minute, but before we do that, we always got to get Karl's crazy question for the day.
Yeah, I've got my question, and now you've made me reconsider because of the layout of posting these podcasts.
Oh, you're fine. Give them a spoiler.
I'm not quite sure if I could build on what we've already talked about because technically we haven't talked about anything.
I'll ask y'all a question.
Oh,
okay. You got it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because this could be a precursor for what's going to come out of you.
Sure.
Yes or no? I'm thinking of how I could word it.
On edge.
Do you like chalupas?
Chalupas? I don't think I've ever had a chalupa.
I know a lot of people just turned off this podcast. I can't trust anything a guy says if they've had a chalupa.
I don't think I've ever had a chalupa.
No?
No.
Because it's not, I don't consider it a taco.
I know I've had one, but I must not have been impressed because I'm
no memory of it.
Yeah.
Describe a chalupa for me.
So,
which I feel weird asking, considering where I grew up.
For me, you ever had naan bread?
Chalupa's a taco thing.
Yeah.
Or Taco Bell.
Miami.
Taco, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's a normal,
I don't think it's a Mexican dish.
I think it's Taco Bell.
I think it's been coined by Taco Bell.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Have you ever had
Taco Bell?
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Have you ever had naan bread, which is kind of like
no?
It's kind of like a flatbread.
Like
you've had flatbread. Yeah. No. Well, pita's more thin. Have you ever had it's just a flatbread, to where it's kind of like dough, but it's real thin.
Sure.
But it's dense. It's not like a pita where it's got a hollow spot in the middle.
It's like flatbread at Subway.
Yeah, flatbread.
Yeah.
And it's kind of toasted. It looks like it's been kind of charred on the sides, kind of thing. So chalupa is like that, but then it's deep fried because then it kind of gets almost like a crispiness, but it's doughy at the same time, and then it gets air pockets in it.
By being flat?
No, they turn it like a.
Oh, it becomes a taco shell.
Yes. It looks like a taco, but it's certainly not a taco shell. It's not a soft. It's not
Same
a hard.
Fillings.
You ever had a tostada?
Yes.
It's kind of like a round piece where they deep fry it.
Yeah.
It gets those little. It's like that, but softer.
Oh.
And then folded up because tostadas usually are deep fried, and then they put refried beans, and then they go on top and you eat it like a disc.
Sure.
This is folded like a taco, and then it's doughy, but it's airy and it's kind of crispy at the same time.
Sure. Almost like pizza crust.
It has
pizza crust.
a unique flavor. Of its own.
I don't think I have.
I know I've had one, but I must not have been impressed because I don't ever order them.
They're pretty good. I think they're pretty good.
I didn't really say had them.
They're really filling to me. You could probably eat 4 tacos from Taco Bell.
Sure. I can eat 12.
Oh, I can, bro.
I'm being
Bro, those party packs used to be lunch.
A 12-pack?
Yeah,
oh, bro, I can kill some tacos.
Those things are nothing. They're a droplet on the outside of the bottle, man.
That's gotta be. That's a few and far between visit, right? You're not dropping 12 tacos every time you go there.
No.
If I go there, I'm getting at least 5 tacos.
Okay. No. So say 5.
And nacho, and the not the cheese fries, the
potatoes,
cheesy fist potatoes.
Yeah.
And pintos and cheese.
Yeah. A what?
Pintos and cheese. It's like a burrito filling.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's just in a bowl.
Yeah. I can put.
Oh, that's the refried beans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So testimony, talking a little bit about history and stuff like that. I used to drink a lot. Whenever we would like just be gone, or actually, I take that back. We would buy them preemptively, knowing the fact that me and a buddy would just be like ravenously hungry whenever we did get like say drunk.
Yeah.
We would just like absolutely destroy party packs.
Yeah.
Like left and right.
Okay.
We just went to Waffle House.
Yeah, Taco Bell was
the
choice for us.
But so say you would eat 5 tacos. You'd
Or
only
Arby's.
probably put down like 2 chalupas.
Yeah, because
they're like very dense and like big and like filling.
I may have to get that.
Yeah, but they're really good because like they put the ground beef. I get the ground beef one. They put the ground beef and then they do like a layer of sour cream and then they put all the stuff on top of it.
Okay.
And it's like something with the sour cream.
I think it's probably the bread that I just was like.
Yeah, something with the sour cream and the ground beef
normal.
mixing is so good though. Usually,
but I eat crunchy tacos too. So
yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Man,
so let me ask y'all a question. We got
go there tonight.
We got 4th of July.
I know.
Coming up.
That's what I'm feeling.
So I'll give you a question. So 4th of July is coming up.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about the 4th of July holiday?
The day off work.
Our forefathers fought and died so that Karl can have a day off work.
Favorite part is probably, I mean, I just like, I enjoy setting off fireworks. I'm never, I could take or leave a show, but like, I enjoy like the pyrotechnics. I mean, I guess I
like even like this, like scouting the tent and picking the fireworks.
Oh, bro, I love it.
Like going home with the big old bags of fireworks. 100%. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think it was like 2 years ago, or even like this past year, when me and Cole went and bought fireworks for one of the shows we did here. I think it was the same show that we shot Jeremy.
It was. That was last year. We hit him in the leg with fireworks.
Yeah. By accident. It was not part of the show. Maybe. But I love going through like the aisles and everything like that. And what's cool now, and this is I think more recent, they have like a QR code on the boxes.
Yeah, and you can see what they do.
And you can see what
Watch
they do.
the video.
And you can like curate like the show based off like, ooh, start with this one and this one, this one.
And
I like that.
They probably have recommendations on what goes.
I usually, if I do that, I walk up to the guy and I go, "Hey, here's what I want. I want it to be about 20 minutes long, and I want to start small and end gigantic." And he's like, "All right, here's what you need, bro." And they just hand it all to me.
Yeah, I like curating it. I like making like the.
Yeah, I could care less.
Yeah. See, I love it though.
I just want fireworks to take off. I don't care.
Right.
I've liked all like the smaller fireworks, like like the little packs of firecrackers or like the little bottle rockets and just the ones where you can get like a pack of 144, so you're there for like an hour or two, like doing fireworks. It's all spectacular, but it's
so fun.
Yeah, and they're cheap, stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Carl's was the fireworks.
Yeah, well, that was before.
George was the fireworks.
That was kind of before. Fireworks. That was when I worked for the man, so like, I was there Monday through Friday.
Carl's just
5,
day
so,
off.
Carl's day off. I still like fire.
Well, yeah.
Seems to be a trend.
Yeah, he was in heaven a couple weeks ago because they were control burning right here next to the church.
Oh, I tell you what, when I drive by,
he was like, "Jen, I think we need to go back to town." She's probably like, "Oh, we just left." He's like, "I think we need to go back."
I was just something about it, man.
Yeah.
But, I think my favorite part always was, which we don't really do. My grandpa did it back then, but like just the cookout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like that pause where everybody comes together. Usually family comes over. You cook out. You have a good meal.
Yeah.
Here it usually rains every 4th of July, so sometimes that's usually
Have you realized that every like based American holiday is really surrounded about food?
Cooking out,
food and blowing stuff up.
Food and blowing stuff up, That's funny. I never thought about that.
Spells freedom, baby.
Yeah. But like 4th of July and like Thanksgiving are like the two like American holidays.
Yeah.
Food. That's all I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I like about it.
Listen, while we're on that little subject, let me explain something to y'all that aren't of the cookout.
Oh, yeah.
For y'all that aren't here, please do not invite me to your quote unquote barbecue and serve me a hamburger. Because if you say, "Do you want to come to our barbecue?" I'm assuming I'm getting some pulled pork or some brisket. Or don't be
barbecue.
Yeah, don't be. "Hey, you want to come to our barbecue?" And then you hand me a hamburger. I'm gonna throw it back at your face because that's a cookout.
A cookout, okay. Yeah.
That's a cookout. We're in the South. That's cookout.
Yeah,
if you say I'm having a barbecue, you better be having some barbecue.
That means there's barbecue sauce.
Yes,
which
proper
that you need.
Yes,
you have the size for barbecue.
Yeah,
I remember. So we were on a strength team event. We were in North Dakota. And the pastor, the pastor was like, "Hey, we'll have y'all come to the house tomorrow." It was on a Saturday. We're gonna do barbecue and da-da-da. I'm like, "Sweet." I'm like, I've never had North Dakota barbecue, but let's find out what it is. We roll up, and he's got like brats and hot dogs on. I'm like, oh, we're having barbecue, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, we are. I'm like, that's not barbecue.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'll give you some barbecue sauce. That don't make it barbecue.
No.
Just barbecue sauce on a hot dog.
It was funny because all three of us that were there. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, I love the pastor to death. But all three of us that were there were from the South.
Yeah, that's not barbecue.
And we were all thinking
Cookout.
we were having barbecue.
Yeah.
And no, it was just a cookout. We're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. A little different. A little disappointed, but it's all good.
Yeah.
One of the worst letdowns in life. When you're anticipating to eat something specific and you get there and it's not that.
Yeah.
Like when you roll up the
entitled are we?
First world problems, bro.
Yeah, first world problems.
For real.
Yeah. Like, we'll do a callback. Like when you roll up the Taco Bell, or you roll up your favorite, like at least Taco Bell for an example. Can I get cheese, mashed potatoes? Oh, those are no longer on the menu. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Right.
What did you just say?
Yeah. Wholly ruined.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want anything then.
Yeah.
I just
leave. Not in the mood.
Suddenly I'm not hungry.
Yep.
So the
Yeah. Where we're gonna go with that? Oh yeah, so chalupa. Never had one, huh?
Never had one.
And you're not fired up over them.
Like I may.
Well, like I said, I know.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I'm a country taco guy, so it's probably why I didn't really.
Oh, true, because they don't have the same like.
I like the biting of crack.
Yeah. I mean, like I might like it because I like pita bread and stuff like that.
So yours was the cooking out too for the 4th of July.
That's my favorite part. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of good parts.
Because I mean, like people will say, oh, what's your favorite holiday? Mine's Thanksgiving, and it's not doesn't have anything to do with the food.
Yeah.
Just
just
like,
fellowship.
Yeah. Because your whole family's together. Now, for some people, you don't want your whole family together. I know that. I get that. So they're like, no. I mean, when I worked at the sheriff's office, we used to do a warrant sweep the day after Thanksgiving every year.
That's incredible.
Because everybody's at home and everybody's asleep.
Yeah, true. True.
Because on Thanksgiving, you're going to go to your mama's house.
True.
Yep.
Huh. So chalupa. Sorry, I'm so stuck on this chalupa thing.
Yeah. And then I forgot that we talked about 4th of July.
Yeah.
We had
So Taco Bell, so here's a question for you about Taco Bell. Have you ever had one of their, it's an empanada, but it's not like pork or, it's like basically a fried apple pie.
Oh no. That sounds amazing.
Oh my God, dude. Oh yeah. It's so good. It's hot, and it's like fried, and it's like the sugar like crystallizes all the way around it.
Yeah.
Well, McDonald's do you remember when McDonald's had the deep fried ones and they get those little crispy air bubbles on like the skin of it and everything? They're bringing those back. Yeah.
They should.
Yeah. And I saw Burger King's bringing back their little crown nuggets again.
Oh yeah.
You remember those back in the day? The nuggets that look like a crown.
I quit eating
They had,
chicken
like 3
nuggets.
points.
I've never been a real big chicken nugget fan.
Yeah.
I remember like the picture. I don't know if I ever got them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never been a big chicken nugget.
Do you like those better than the Cinnamon Twist?
I don't like cinnamon twist.
You know how they make?
I don't like cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We've had that conversation.
Yeah.
But the apple doesn't have any cinnamon in it?
It does, but it's not like overpowering.
Right. It's not like the main focus of it.
But cinnamon sugar, mostly sugar, little cinnamon on top.
You know how they make cinnamon twists?
Mm-mm.
They take like the twisty noodles and they deep fry them and they expand, and then that's the cinnamon sugar on top. That's literally how they make them. I can promise you that's how they make them.
I don't know.
They get.
I just know how Krispy Kreme makes donuts. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, because it's the oil, and it expands it. It just
like a hush
absorbs
puppy.
all of it. I like a hush puppy.
Yeah.
No. Fun fact, you can do them at home.
All right. Well, let's get on to this right here.
Yeah.
So we're celebrating 250 years.
America.
Here's the sad part.
Yep.
We've had this conversation before. You go back in history, and you look at all the major superpowers in history.
Mm-hmm.
They all lasted about 250 years.
Yep. Celebrating the end.
And then they started falling apart.
Yeah.
Because if you also go back and look, the commonality between them is for whatever reason, at about the year 250, they started moving away from God.
Yeah.
So, or denying Him altogether.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. But if Christians in the United States will stand up and do what they're supposed to do,
right,
we won't have that problem.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, because I have found, like you said, 250, 300, but then some have stretched to 600. So we could be a 600-year.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Roman Empire was around for a long time, but it wasn't what it was.
Yeah.
Like
right.
At about
changed.
250, it started dropping off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Falling from glory.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Which leads us to falling away from what?
from God.
Because they were founded
But
on.
a lot of people will try to say that this country was not founded on.
Well, and that just brings,
God.
yeah,
Which
On
is
that
faith.
just solidifies the argument to where they got further away from God in 250 years, and then that's when everything went south.
yeah.
So
To which we're at a point where we don't even think we were founded on God anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out. Now,
Which
listen,
proves we were.
I'm not going to sit here and act like every founding father was a born again believer, because I know they weren't.
Right.
But they had enough respect for God that they knew He was in control.
Acknowledge.
And people say, oh, well, we weren't founded on. No, this country was founded on Judeo-Christian values.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and people are like, well, how do you do that? I'm like, well, let's look at our laws.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's look at the Ten Commandments.
Right.
Oh, they kind of line up.
Yeah. Right.
Well, in the Declaration of Independence, empowered by their Creator with inalienable rights.
Right.
So
We are endowed. That's one of the first lines.
Right.
We are endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights.
Yeah. Well, like in the one that I had brought up while we were talking about this before, it's the Treaty of Paris in 1783 that is the thing that ended the American Revolutionary War. It starts off with saying, "In the name of the most holy and undivided Trinity." Like it references God completely
Directly.
as we understand it as Judeo-Christians. And that was signed by John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, like very big names that we know.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you look at the argument of we weren't, well, then why would, I'm pretty sure it was either Benjamin Franklin or Thomas Jefferson, I'm pretty sure it was Benjamin Franklin, said that our Constitution was written for a moral and religious society.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he used the word religious, though. I think he used it maybe God-fearing society or something to that effect.
Who said it?
I think it was Ben Franklin said that. It was either him or Jefferson.
Well, I know it was quoted that Benjamin Franklin called the teachings of Jesus the best the world ever saw.
Yeah.
So he was a God-fearing man.
So what was the phrase?
The Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm trying to think how he even said it now. Basically, the Constitution was written for a moral and religious society. I think is how he said it.
Yeah, it says that John Adams also regularly referred to the general principles of Christianity.
John Adams said that.
John Adams said that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. And I know Jefferson, so I do know this about Jefferson for sure. There's no way he was a believer, because he said he could believe every word of the Bible except for the resurrection. And without the resurrection, there's no point. I don't know how he missed that and all of that, but, so I know he wasn't. But I mean, all you have to do is look at all of our documents from the beginning of this country, and you'll realize that this country was founded on Judeo-Christian values and freedom.
Well, and you can even, what's to say, even if you don't go off of like biblical principles, you can look at cultural traditions to see where they stood, as in like marriage. Like they've always married a man and a woman. Like they might not say that they believe in the Bible's definition of that union, but they've always, that church always married a man and a woman.
It's still the basis for what we do.
So so same thing. Even if we go back to cultural or traditional values, as in we used to pray in school, we used to pray before we ate. Everybody went to church on Sunday, which is.
Well, and the funny thing is, before they open a session of Congress, you know what the first thing they do is pray.
Prayer, yeah. So even if you don't want to say it, everything points back to.
Yeah. I mean, my phone is
being
dead.
Founded on.
I'm trying to remember. There's a golly, and one of y'all can probably look it up. I believe it's in Congress. There's a sign either in the hall or right outside the hall as you walk in that basically alludes to I can't remember exactly how it says it, but it's like basically it tells them that they need to trust God.
And before they're in their dealings, if you will.
And it's like a huge sign. And I don't remember I believe it was one of the presidents actually put that up there. I could be wrong on that, but I'm not sure. But I remember seeing that somewhere. I wish I could remember what the sign said.
In God we trust.
Yeah. But there was a push to take it down.
Sure.
And somebody stood up, we're not taking that down.
It's in the U.S. House of Representatives chamber. And he's on the wall directly above the Speaker of the House.
Yeah, right above the Speaker.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a story behind putting that there, and I don't remember what the story is.
Gotcha.
But it's funny because I bought a hat it has the original Florida flag in it from, or not, I guess it's the original, but it's from 1851 Florida flag.
Mm.
Our flag now says, "In God We Trust." The 1851 Florida flag says, "God is our trust."
Mm.
Like, and it doesn't sound like much of a difference, but that's a huge difference in that term. "In God we trust," and "God is our trust."
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, we should have stuck with that one.
Yeah.
And we'd have been all right.
Yeah, we're probably just trying to go with the, the state and the federal, like, in part.
Yeah.
With
so this is purely like the AI, like Google overview, whatever. It says the reason why the "In God We Trust" sign is above the chairs, or like the House's chairs, because
Speaker,
they did this. Yeah, Speaker of the House. They did this to remind the country of its faith after a Supreme Court ruling banning government-led prayer in public schools.
Yeah.
So as a response,
I knew there was
to
a story
prayer,
behind it. Yeah.
They hung that above the house to remind that.
I knew there was a story behind it,
which is interesting to do. Yeah, we're gonna ban it, but we're gonna remind ourselves that we still do.
Yeah.
And then there's arguments too surrounding like where some of the founders, like Thomas Jefferson and James Madison, like they were influenced on different philosophies, but then they pointed to the need to separate church and state and ensure like religious freedom for all. Like you and Pastor Jordan and I had talked how if they were Christians, sure they would want religious freedom.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's why they came here.
And it's one of those things to where, like, if you were to vote on it, right, as a democracy would do, like, you would vote, right? You would vote on, like, So, but if we said, hey, only Christians can have, religious freedom, then of course that's not going to go by. So if we just give religious freedom to all, well, it's kind of like that.
Everybody has to make their choice.
Right. You got to give and take, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think that would be a defense on us not being
We're one of the very few countries in the world that does not have a national religion.
Mm.
Yeah.
Most countries in the world have a national religion, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
We are one of the very few that do not have a national religion.
Don't have like an actual stamp national religion.
But this too, and I know people are gonna argue with me about it, but that's fine. They can argue with me about it. So everybody's like, "Oh, this is a democracy." It's actually not.
Mm.
We vote democratically. We elect our leaders democratically, but we're actually a constitutional republic, which is a very big difference. So in a constitutional republic, the people make the decisions, are supposed to. I think that's changed a little bit. But in a democracy, the majority rules. So if the majority says, so we vote democratically because the majority says. However, if you live in a democratic society, a democracy says that if Congress gets together and votes on a majority, that everybody in the country, no matter where they're from, how they are, makes X amount of dollars across the board. Nobody can make more, nobody can make less, because majority rules. That's a democracy.
Yeah.
And so we actually we vote democratically, but we actually live in a constitutional republic, which is governed by our Constitution.
Yeah, I think those might be
not by.
Yeah, they might be headings for individual things. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but we live in a constitutional republic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people don't
democratically.
But we are. Yes, we elect our leaders in a democratic system. Yes. Matter of fact, if you read most of the founding fathers, they talked. The only times they talked about democracy, they talked about it in a bad way.
Mm.
They didn't talk about it in a good way.
Right.
Because if you get the right amount of people to vote whatever you want, they can take away all your stuff.
This may be a very ignorant question to ask.
Go ahead.
From the two political parties, are they named as such based off what system they would prefer?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because
I do know this about the two democratic systems. I know what George Washington said about two political systems.
Right. Because I wasn't sure if like Republicans prefer to be a republic and Democrats prefer to be a democracy. So you talking about it made me think about it. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I could do some research into it.
Because it got me thinking of like why are the two positions called those two different things? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should go back to the days. We're celebrating year 250, but I think we should go back to the days where the people that ran, whoever got first was the president, whoever got second was the vice president. That's how I think we should go back to. You want to end some of this baloney that happens on all these things?
That's how you fix
Guess what, fellas? Now y'all got to work together.
Yeah.
So talk trash about each other's wives if you want to, but guess what? Now you got to deal with each other, and your wives got to deal with each other.
Yeah.
Deal with it, fool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but George Washington did say, that if we ever went to a two-party political system,
it'll destroy itself.
It would be the destruction of the United States of America.
Yep. The sad part is we've been at that point for a very long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, since
I mean,
yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, again, it goes back to all these denominations that we have. Mm-hmm. People are going to be people, and they don't agree with this. And actually, we actually have more than two parties in our system, but we have two main parties. Yeah. But you're always going to have those,
the smaller
independents,
the Green Party,
the Tea Party, and the Green Party, and the
Libertarians, and all that jazz. Independents.
But yeah, look, I don't care what anybody says. We don't get it all right, but I don't know. I almost want to fight people when they say this isn't the greatest country in the world still. Mm-hmm. I mean, if that's the case,
they should live elsewhere.
Well, number one, if that's the case, then why don't you move to where it is better?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And number two, if that's the case, then why are so many people wanting to come here?
Right. Yeah, why do they still come here in droves?
Like, if this wasn't the greatest country and the greatest place with the greatest opportunities, then people wouldn't be coming by the millions here.
Right. Yeah, well, it's not those people that have utilized that opportunity that are saying that.
Right.
It's the ones that are privileged and the ones that
either privileged or the ones that think that
privileged as in they're born an American and they don't know anything else.
Yeah.
They're just, this is this is all I've ever known.
The one thing I love.
That's why you say that about the country you live in.
I'm not a
you've never lived elsewhere.
I'm not a soccer fan. I mean, I watched World Cup and I watched the one last night and I'm yelling, screaming at TV. Like when they took the goal away, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So I'm not a soccer guy, but the one thing I've loved about World Cup so far, because a lot of it has been in the United States, is to watch these people from all these other places that come here and they're like, well, this place isn't anything like they told us it was.
Yeah.
Not because they assume that, like, I remember when we went to Scotland, I was talking to a guy, he just assumed everybody around here was running around with a gun shooting people. You know what I mean? Like, because that's all they see. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like,
it's so wildly different.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're still, they've been watching too many Western movies where Matt Dillon just shooting people and pistol whipping people. You know what I mean? Like,
too much nightly
but that's the thing I love. That's the thing I've loved about it is you have all these countries, people from all these different countries that have come to the United States and they're looking around going, oh, this ain't so bad.
There was actually a really cool commercial about FIFA, and it was about, like, such and such wasn't invented until this guy brought it over here, and then they got them together, and it became that. Yeah. And then all this, it was a lot of, I believe it or not, a lot of culinary stuff, I believe.
Yeah,
And it was just about how all these things came to be because of two different cultures coming together.
Oh, yeah. FIFA's like one of the only things that actually brings the world together.
Yeah. So it was really cool. It was a good commercial.
Yeah, on my YouTube feed, it has been nothing but videos of 10 things that Europeans have gotten wrong about the U.S. Because of FIFA.
Right,
right.
Like,
wow.
Because they just. Bad. Yeah, I mean, think about it too. I mean, you all we see about these other places is, and then you go to those places and you're like, oh, well, this place ain't that bad,
right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But the one thing that has shocked me is the one thing that I won't go there. The one thing that has shocked me though is how shocked they are about how nice we are.
Yes.
About how friendly we are.
Yes, that was also one of the videos.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, because they just assume everybody's like just rude. And the funny thing is, they've been in. They haven't even. Well, I mean, a lot of them have traveled like to different places and stuff. Right. But like most of them have been in like Boston, Philadelphia.
Oh,
like,
sure.
Those aren't known for like New York City.
Yeah,
like those are not known for like their hospitality.
No,
but they're still friendlier than they assume they would be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I heard a thing this morning. It was talking about all these people. They did a survey of all these people that came over, and they ranked like the friendliest places in the U.S. they've been for World Cup, and like I want to say New York City was number 1, and Boston was number 2. I was like, never would have put that together.
Never, yeah.
You know, but I've been to both of those places, and people are actually nice.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of times people in New York City like they get a bad rep because one thing I noticed the few times I've been in New York City, everybody's in a hurry all the time. And a lot of times I don't think people are necessarily being rude. That's the way they talk. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like that's just the way they talk to each other, and they it's not that they're being rude. They're just, but everybody's in a hurry in New York City, in the city itself. Like everybody's always in a hurry.
Yeah.
You know, and then if you're standing in the middle of the sidewalk trying to take a picture, they're like, get out of the way. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I'm taking a picture. Shut up.
Yeah.
Then you get argument, you know, turned into something. But,
yeah,
you know, it's just, but that's the one thing I've loved is for other people to actually see what it's actually like here.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, because people have this, I think a lot of people have this thing about like within the United States that like if you travel outside the U.S. right now, like everybody's going to hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've talked to several people that have been traveling like all over and they're like, yeah, nobody said anything.
Yeah.
like, you know, I mean, it's like, so where does that come from?
Right.
It's because we actually believe the media.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Propaganda, whatever. Just
you name it.
Yeah. So you know, but I mean, we've been here for 250 years. What do they call it? The Great Experiment, isn't that what it was called?
Yes.
Oh, coming over to America?
Yeah, because it was the first. This was the first place the U.S. or you know back then the colonies, the American. This was the first like melting pot, true melting pot.
Yeah.
Of hey, if you want to come over here, and we're gonna like put it all together. That's how we get Tex-Mex. That's how we get, you know, that's how we got pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you go to Italy and order pizza, it ain't a pizza like we get here.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? So, like, so, you know, it was the great melting pot.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm just to the guy that, you can argue with me all day long. It's still the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
We got our problems. Don't get me wrong. I know
They
that.
all do.
We're not perfect.
Everyone does. Yeah.
Right.
But when you start putting the opportunities you have here against some of the other, I'll take here.
Yeah.
And if you think it's so bad here, well, go try somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, how many born Americans are going elsewhere?
Right.
You know what I mean? In the percentage of the ones that are coming here. So.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
less. I can tell you that.
Well, the only one like the ones that are moving, the ones that are leaving the U.S. are the people that are retired, and it's only so they can go somewhere like Costa Rica or like Vietnam's a huge place
it's
now.
Not for
it's
better
money.
Life.
It's their money will last longer.
Yeah. It's
they can
not
retire
because
earlier.
They're deprived over here. Or anything.
No, absolutely
right.
not.
It's literally just a better financial decision.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For the
longevity of their
end
retirement.
Yeah. But
should invest wiser.
You know, but whatever. Hey, but ain't nobody clamoring to go into anywhere else.
No. Not like how it is here.
No. But 250 years. I mean, that's a long time, and you know, there's all kind of proof out there. I don't understand, and I don't even understand the argument.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we have the freedom here that if you don't want to choose to be a follower of Jesus, you don't have to be.
Right.
You know, it's not like we're in a country where they say this is what you're going to believe, and if you don't believe this, we're going to kill you.
Right.
We don't have that here. So, like, why are you?
Even if you don't want to follow Christ, like, just choose that.
Right.
Like, you don't have to make it an argument.
Right.
You know, nobody's saying you.
Well, that's how like not to go this direction, but like that's how so much stuff goes on now. It's like it's only a problem because we've made it a problem.
Sure.
You know, like any argument that anyone could have, it's because they're deciding to make it suddenly an argument. No one's being forced to do anything.
Yeah.
And yet they'll choose to fight about it like it's life or death.
Yeah. Well, it is because everybody wants everybody to believe what they believe.
Right. It's that prideful thing. I don't know if we said that on a recording or not, but like it's everyone wants to be who they want and have everyone else agree with it.
Yeah. I think also, well, in the grand scheme of things, when it comes as a nation, we don't have any huge problems right now where we just nitpick. You know what I mean? You've seen that in history, to where when it's just, you know, everything, the waters are calm, somebody's got to stir them up.
Yeah.
You know?
I think there's a quote, I can't remember who had said it, but those born in peace crave war, those born in war crave peace.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're just in a peaceful time, so of course everyone's just like, you know, chomping at the bit.
Well, and it's kind of like that.
Well,
I think I think it's just ingrained in us as Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Like we want to fight.
Right.
So if there's nobody else to fight,
it is part of our identity.
You know what I mean? Like if there's nobody else to fight, well, we'll just fight with each other.
Sure.
Like it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like Yeah, and we saw that on 9/11, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like a family system where I can pick on my brother, but you can't pick on my brother.
Right, exactly.
Like, I can punch my brother, I can beat my brother down to the ground.
Right, but you don't touch him.
You don't touch him.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, when I'll beat him, I'll fight him, but if you touch him now him and I are coming after you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like we just need somebody else to fight so we can get together. I don't want anybody else to fight, but I'm just saying it's like,
sure.
That's what, for whatever reason in America, that's
when they
what
get
we seem
along
to do.
better.
Yeah. So off that, it like a little bit unrelated. Me and Jen have been watching a lot of FIFA, and it's always really cool to like catch the game and not just have to watch like a highlight of it, because they always do the national anthems ahead of it. I've noticed something outside of the U.S. and like one other country, I can't remember which one it was now. Outside of the U.S., every national anthem is so like regal. It's almost like you imagine like in a drama of like the king walking down the hallway and it's playing the music. It's very like regal, royal, ethereal. Yeah. The U.S. is literally all about its people. Like that's our ideology. We band together. We'll fight each other, but we'll band together against everyone else because it's about us.
Not like glory to the king, but
it's like we are free. Yeah. We have this. You know, look what
we are of one.
We are of one. Right.
Yeah,
so it's cool what
I love, and I know people don't like it because soccer is one of those. Football is one of those. Because one of the things that people are complaining about is because English Premier League, like when you watch it like in Scotland or England or like there's no commercials or anything.
Right, it's straight.
Like all the advertisement is on the field and on the jerseys and on they don't break for advertising. But here we do. Like I mean I like it, but like we try to make it a spectacle.
Right.
You know what I mean? But look, you say what you want, bro. But when you got all them countries that are coming in and the United States is playing, and you got a B-52 bomber flying overhead and a stealth behind it, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, they for real.
Yeah, this is
like, before the game's yeah, that's us, baby.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like
100%.
Just all you hear is freedom as it screams, but you know what I mean? Like, but no, I mean it had like I mean it's. A lot of these countries, like I remember when we went over to Scotland, and like we were standing there, and we were standing on this bridge looking over this just like field, and there was a little plaque on the bridge over a little creek. And there was a plaque there. It was like such and such a war or such and such a battle was fought here in like 1345. And I'm like, you realize how long ago that was? I'm like, we weren't even a country till 400 years later. You know what I mean? And I'm like, but. Like, the impact that we've made as a nation
is as if we've been around.
And I mean, what did Jesus say? Go into all the nations, right? Well, what have we done as the United States? So you can't sit here and say we weren't founded on Judeo-Christian principles.
Yeah, sure.
And again, I'm not going to sit here and argue that every founding father was a Christian.
Sure. Right.
But they still had enough respect for
what the others
for the Christian beliefs to found our country on
to agree on religious freedom.
If not for their faith, at least their morals were based on it.
I could be, and you can fact check me, but I think it was 9 of the original 13 states to be a part of the state government in their constitution. You had to be a Bible believing Christian.
I want to say that's true.
I think it was 9. I think it was 9 of the 13. I believe.
Yeah, because there was certain offices that a requirement was. Yeah, I remember hearing
that. So, I mean, say what you want, and we may be moving far away from that now, but that's the way this country was founded.
Yeah.
But it was founded with freedom in mind. That I mean, think about the reason. If you go back and read the Mayflower Compact, the whole first line of it is giving God glory for bringing them to a place where they could have religious freedom. I mean, so you like the first people that came here because they wanted to worship God the way that they knew they should, not the way that somebody told them they had to.
Right?
Was that the Separatists?
Yeah,
Pilgrims, all that. Puritans, Separatists, all that jazz.
Yeah, Puritans, all and look, we've been going through on the other end of the lakes all the different denominations and. You're free to choose that.
Yeah.
I mean, when we get to heaven, God will tell you that the Baptists were right, but don't worry about that. I'm just kidding.
There Jesus eating chicken,
but seeing just as I am.
Casserole.
the angels stand up and start leading just as I am. I mean, but it's but you say what you want about the United States, but everybody wants to come here because we have the best opportunities for that's not to say that other places don't have opportunities either, but nobody's clamoring to go anywhere else.
Yeah. Right. It's not a free for all neither. I mean, you have to have law and order.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Absolutely. So
yeah, I just don't.
Some people might use that as a argument, as in like, well, you're really not free, but for the most part,
we are for sure.
That's phrase you can get in this kind of system.
Some things have to have order,
of course.
But yeah, I don't know, and I don't understand why people want to. I guess I don't understand why people want to even have the argument about it.
Yeah.
Whether it was founded on Christian values or not. Like, why do you care?
Right. I guess because if we were holding on to it, they were like, well, you're holding on to something that doesn't even exist.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
They use that as a personal attack type of deal.
Yeah.
Well, and that's, I tell people all the time, like, it's, two things. One is, there's only one, whatever you want to call it, religion in the world that actually gets attacked.
Yeah.
And that's Christianity.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time I've said it many times, like, why are people so concerned about getting the Bible out of school? And those same people that want it out of school will just say, well, it's just a history book. Well, if it's just a history book, then why are you so concerned about it?
Right.
Yeah.
You're concerned about it because you know that actually, whether you want to admit it out loud or not, you know that there's power in that book.
Right.
It's not just a history book.
100%. Yeah.
So, Why would you oppose something that's fictitious?
Right. What's the matter if it's not real and it's just a book? It's just a book.
Yeah. Right. Well, harm does it have?
Right.
Yeah.
But what it is it all goes back to, I think, the reason people want to try to prove that we weren't founded on Christian values is because they view Christianity the wrong way, which is you have a bunch of rules that you have to follow from some big person sitting on a throne in the sky, and here's the rules, and if you don't follow the rules, I'm going to strike you down with a lightning bolt.
Right.
Because they have the wrong idea of what Christianity is, what if they could ever just get a hold of the fact that following Jesus is actually true freedom.
Yeah.
Because you actually have freedom from everything at that point. Paul tells us you're a slave to nothing.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the reason they fight it, because they feel like if they don't fight it, then they have to follow all these rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And part of that's our fault too, because as Christians we've said, well, if you're going to be a Christian, you have to do this, you have to talk like this, you have to act like this.
Yeah, like a misrepresentation.
I'm not saying we in this room, but
some Christians have misrepresented what it looks like to be a Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
Well, I think the churches recognize that in some ways, some manners, to change some quote unquote traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We're celebrating 250 years.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
I hate to sound like whatever you want to call me, but you don't like it, leave.
Yeah, sure.
I told some lady I was at Lowe's this morning, and some lady was looking for something at Lowe's, and she was complaining to another guy, and she's like, "Oh, I wish they had a Menards down here." Which Menards is like primarily like in the Midwest. I think.
Like version of like Lowe's,
yeah,
Home Depot, that.
Yeah, but it's almost like a Lowe's and I don't even know. I do like Menards, but
I think it's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I wanted to look at that lady and go, then move back to wherever you're from if you don't like
Go back to the Menards. You left Menards. Menards didn't lose. Yeah, Menards didn't lose you.
You say.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it is true. Like,
that's true.
I mean, I told a guy one day, we were in Burger King. I mean, this is just obviously Florida, but it kind of goes for all of it. We're at Burger King one day, and they were running a little slow, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And he says, if this, and he was from New York.
Well, he didn't say it, did he?
Huh?
Did he say it?
He said, if we were back in New York, I wouldn't have to wait this long. And he goes, finally, after like 5 minutes of listening, I turned around and said, bro, 95 runs north and south. Go back north if you don't like it down there. You don't like it, you don't have to stay.
Right.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
You're free to travel the land.
I was like, free is the key word there.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we have freedom.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Hold up the sign. Florida is closed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we are full.
We're done.
No vacancy.
I've always wondered, though, the ones that always talk about back home.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, why aren't you back home? I don't know. Yeah.
Why did you
Like,
come
every
here?
other sentence is back home. And it's like,
Well,
I mean, if it was that good back home, I'd be back at home.
I was gonna say, why'd you leave?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I like it here.
I never understood
Other than the 1,000-degree weather, I like it in Florida.
Yeah.
So if I didn't like it in Florida, I'd just go somewhere else.
That just weans out the sissies.
Well, I had a guy that
moved in, and then they put a for sale sign in it.
That's right.
He said, "Oh, I love the
He
one."
spent a month here,
Yeah.
and like at an Airbnb, but he came in like February, March.
Yeah, he's all, I'm gonna move here.
I'm moving down here.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
nice.
Well, we hit May, and he's like, "Bro, it's hot." I'm like, "We ain't even got to August yet, dog."
Yeah.
He's like,
Wait till July, August.
Bro, I think it was like August 15th. I drove by. There's a for sale sign in the front yard.
He said, "I'm out."
He's like, "It's too hot." I said,
That's so funny.
Well, they call it a vacation. They call it the vacation. There's a word. There's a term for it, like the vacation. Where you want to stay, where you go on vacation.
Yeah.
But then you realize it's kind of like when I went to Montana. I'm like, oh, I could live here.
Yeah.
But then my friend that lived in Montana sent me a video on Mother's Day where it was like a foot of snow on the ground. I'm like,
brutal winters.
Yeah. That's like, that's May, bro.
Right.
I'm fishing in May. I'm not dealing with
you're not ice fishing in May. Yeah.
No, not me.
Wild.
Yeah. We're so blessed to be in Florida.
We are. Well, I mean, look.
And to be in America.
We're blessed to be in the United States.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
Say what you want. Call me what you want. Turn the podcast off. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're free to do that because you live here.
Right, exactly.
Ain't nobody making you listen.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but 250 years.
That's it.
Hey, look. Here's what here's my advice as Christians. We need to, whether you like our leaders or don't like our leaders, we are commanded to pray for our leaders.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if we want true change in the United States to go back to, talking about going back to the way it was where we were, if we want to go back to when, I mean, think about it. I think I've said it on the podcast before. I remember when I was doing strength team stuff, and I went on an exploration, and like before prayer was taken out of schools, the number one problem teachers had was kids missing the trash can.
Yeah.
With trash. And now we've got kids taking guns in schools and killing each other.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something to be said. But we as Christians, if we don't stand up, and if, as my friend Andy used to say, if we don't get fed up, stand up, and speak up, nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
So pray for your leaders. Pray for the country. We've been here 250 years. Lord willing, we'll be here for 250 more.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
If all things work out.
Yeah, for sure. So, God bless America. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. You've seen that where they like show like the it's like a hype video for the U.S. soccer, and it's Kevin James when he's starting and he says, "God bless our troops. God bless America. Gentlemen, start your engines." And they crank up, that one, freedom song, and they just show a bald eagle like flying. All right, guys, well, let's get out of here.
Okay.
We got things to do.
Yeah, we do.
Really quick, just to harken back really quick. The Democratic Party is called that because they prefer democracy. Started by Andrew Jackson, and the Republican Party is called that because that's what they prefer, a republic. Yep. Started by Thomas Jefferson.
Yep. Democracy is big government and small people.
Mm-hmm.
And constitutional republic is big people and small government.
Yep.
I mean, that's the easy version of it.
Right. So who do you prefer?
Yeah.
That's a fun way to categorize it. Yeah, that's it.
Well, and the encouragement too is just because you've gone one way doesn't mean you can't go back to the way that we were.
Yeah,
right?
no one's
Because I know
stopped
there's
getting
been, and I tried to look it up, the specifics on actual states and things of that nature, but I know there's a lot of talk about 10 Commandments being posted back up in schools, Bible being taught back in class, and prayer being brought back. And so the encouragement is just because you go, just like prodigal son, right? You could stray from it, but there's always an opportunity to come back to what we know. So,
Yep.
and
people will humble themselves.
Yeah. So,
repent.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
certainly.
Speaking to Israel, but speaks to us too.
Still, yeah. We're spiritual Israel.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll pray us out, and
Okay.
we'll get up out of here and get some stuff done. All right, let's pray. Lord God, thank you for today. God, thank you for who you are, for what you do. God, I just pray that leaders in Washington, D.C. and Tallahassee and all of our state governments and all of those places. God, I pray that they would realize that the only way to fix the problems that we have is not found in a bill. It cannot be legislated. But God, it cannot be, it's not a moral issue. It is an issue with who we place our faith in. And God, I pray that they would realize that the only way to fix the problems we have is turning back to you. So God, I pray that all of the Christians that are out there, all the Christians that are followers of Jesus, God, I pray that we would stand up. God, we would speak our mind and not let these things that seem insignificant, like prayer not being in school, God, we would see the significance of those things. So God, I just pray that you would lead us and guide us. God, you would give us the wisdom and clarity to do what you call us to do. And God, I thank you for all of these things. And God, I pray that everything that we do would bring honor and glory to you and you alone. So God, I love you. I thank you. I ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.